We shall stand on your mighty. We shall stand.
It became a very sad end yesterday in court, of course, as the five justices rubbed injustice on the faces of Nigerians. It's very painful, disheartening, and of course, the question that is left or we should answer now is if at all Nigerian hope is lost. Now, Shettima's double nomination cannot disqualify him because it was not intentional. These are the summaries of yesterday's court's ruling based on Presidential Election Petition Tribunal. Of course, we already know that the petition tribunal, the tribunal already, or the court of Nigeria, is already gone. I have kept saying it in my videos that most politicians have pocketed every areas of the government, the military, the police, the court, and the rest of it. Now, people can willingly commit crime and nothing will happen. It's scary. It's scary that you're living in a country that you can wake up tomorrow, somebody will commit crime against you and nothing will happen because the politicians are not doing anything about it. Yes, the court that everybody had hope is now compromised. It is now compromised. And thank God that Peter Obi and Shettima was not in court yesterday because they already know what is going to happen. How do you rule a court case? How do you rule a court case on the accord of, I don't understand. You claim that they are going to be going live on a court case that you did not deliver at all. You see, during the petitioners and the respondents stuff, you didn't allow televising of the court proceedings. You suddenly came up and said that you want to, allow the televising of the final judgment. Nigeria is gone. But the hope of the common Nigerians, it is the little hope of the common Nigerians that will restore Nigeria back to its place. Number one is that Shettima double nomination cannot disqualify him because it was not intentional. Number two, FCT is part of the 36 states. They should not enjoy any privilege. This is the same 25% that refused Buhari to be the president of Nigeria because he didn't get it. This is the same 25% that was compulsory for Yaradua. The same 25% that was compulsory for Goodluck Jonathan. The same 25% that was compulsory for Obasanjo. But during the time of Peter Obi, it is no longer compulsory. It is now the same. They have to. It is one of the 36 states. They should not enjoy any privilege. Now, forfeiture of proceeds from drug offenses is not criminal. He was convicted but was not banned from entering US, and moreover, it's been long. Number 4, Labour Party failed to list the names of all the polling units that the over 18,000 blood election result sheet came from. So they are saying that Labour Party failed to list the names of all the polling units. My God. You see, the level of injustice that happened yesterday, that is why I couldn't even make any video. It was so alarming, so booming, so uncalled for, and a lot of things could be seen, a lot of injustices could be seen in the election. And these 5 whole judges sat down yesterday and did this injustice. It's more like this karma we talk about does not really happen because the level at which people go is very alarming. Though INEC said they would, they didn't promise to transmit results electronically and real time. The alleged Guinea passport was not brought to court properly submitted, and there was no window for a new petition. Very disheartening end. But you see, one of the things we should get out of this whole proceedings and court issue is that Nigerians Nigerians are willing to rise to its final moment. And that's just the big story. Nigerians are ready to rise to its final moment. And whatever the case may be, these 5 judges sat down yesterday, because some of you keep blaming Tinubu, blaming the you know the people that is up there, but you forgot that Justice Samani sat down yesterday and destroyed Nigeria's constitution. You said so. It is very shameful that somebody could come out and tell us that Tinubu drug case is not admissibility in the court. That Tinubu's drug case should not be taken as one of the proof to disqualify him. This is how far your elders have gone to compromise what is in the country. But whatever the case may be, everything is coming to a closer look. But the question is now, have we given up? Will P2B give up? P2B cannot give up. Yes, this time around, the judgment was passed immediately. And we are going to the Supreme Court. Then if the Supreme Court fails, of course, it will be very difficult to remove Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who is there. The celebration is already there. But one thing is very important. However the case may be, Nigeria will succeed. It's just a matter of time. Every injustice, I'm going to take my time to bring out the injustices that happened yesterday, from beginning to the end. We saw everything going wrong, and the court case can just come out and do whatever they want to do. It's very shameful, it's very painful, and it's uncalled for. So we must put in track to see that after all these things, just like the way they failed us in February 23rd, and they have failed us again in September 6th, these are the faces of those who refuse to give justice. Yes, final judgment was passed, but justice was denied. So we saw how the injustice can no longer control herself. She's lashing out at articles and PDPs in court. She was nodding her head in agreement earlier today when injustice was being unleashed on Labour Party and Obi. So every one of them has contributed in the destruction of Nigeria, and this is what I can say for now, because I am heartbroken, but we'll come back. Thanks for supporting the Future News. Peace.